Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we've got your HCC news and information on this Tuesday. Stick around for the next half hour. Hey, it's Tasty Tuesday. More on that in a moment. And we also got another special guest from HCC joining us. Joining us every morning as co-host, we've got Dr. Tony Reyes Sutherland. Good to see you, Tony, on this somewhat nice morning. Beautiful outside.
I like the
cloudy.
I like the cold weather. I mean, it's not cold, but it's nice. It's breezy. It's fun.
Yeah, I think our fellow countrymen up north may disagree with the cold weather. They probably say it's a little warm right now, but
I know.
It's chilly. We all break out sweaters and everything.
Yes.
And wear
it's
jackets.
Our chance to wear our winter clothes.
Fall version 3.0 has arrived in Houston. This is it, folks. Doesn't get much better than this during fall. Hey, we are back on HCCTV. If you don't catch our live broadcast at 10 a.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube, you're welcome to join us with the rebroadcast at noon and 5 p.m. You can catch it on HCCTV. Check your local cable provider to find HCCTV. Also, please follow us in social media. Look for us across social media under, tell us, Tony?
Houston Community College District, not just HCC, because you'll find a bunch of things there.
Yep.
Houston Community College District for Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram.
The Twitter, the Instagram, all over the place. All right.
All those things.
Okay, so we're going to have you speaking with this next guest. He is from the HCC's Advanced Manufacturing Center of Excellence. Division Chair Alberto A. Flores is joining us. Alberto, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, so we're looking forward. I know manufacturing has been hot in Houston for the past few years, and you guys have knocked it out of the ballpark out there in at the Advanced Manufacturing COE. So stick around. Dr. Tony is going to be talking to you in about 10 or 11 minutes. All right, we're going to check in right now. Going to take you out to Liberty Kitchen. They are all over the Houston area. Several versions of the restaurant. Of course, my favorite. Gone to the Treehouse several times. Love that. But definitely love the River Oaks location. In fact, we're there, I believe, last month. Incredible place. And we've got executive chef, culinary director, Justin Yoakum joining us on the show. Justin, good to see you.
Good to see you guys as well.
Now, before the show, we were showing some pictures, and I know we're going to show it now, but your deviled eggs are legendary. I mean, you've got a fried oyster and bacon jam on top of a deviled egg. It doesn't get much better than that, Justin.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong. I think it's really a Southern specialty for us.
And it's kind of a twist because you don't go everywhere. Usually you go places, you'll get a deviled egg with maybe a little olive on top or a pickle or something like that. No, you guys throw an oyster on it and bacon jam. Is that, I mean, it's on the appetizer. You get a few of them you can share around the table. Is that one of the more popular items on your menu?
It is. It's something that's always been kind of a Liberty Kitchen thing. We've had it for a very long time. And when we took over the concept, we just kind of really wanted to bring the restaurant back to its roots and keep some of those fan favorites.
And I've had a number of things at your restaurant. Next time I'm going to get, because one of the people at our table last time, I got something, I think it was the Libertad or Libertine, and it had some grilled fish on it and other things as well. And I'm like, that's what I'm getting next time. Every time we try something different, my wife always gets the salad with all the seafood in it, nice. the Louis, and so next time that's what I'm getting. But you guys also specialize in steaks, and you're doing something special for Thanksgiving. You got a whole ribeye roast in front of you.
Yeah, well, we wanted to switch it up a little bit this year. Last year, we just served sides, coastal sides. This year, we're also doing sides as well as for those that don't want to do a turkey this year. I know turkeys are going to be kind of hard to get. We decided to do a prime rib. And so we are going to have a prime rib here that I was going to show everybody how to cook it at home.
Yeah, so now if you order the prime rib, are these prime ribs to take home and cook, or do you get them there? How does that work?
So we're doing some of the prep work. A lot of the sides will be pre-prepped. They'll be in containers, and we will have instructions with everything on the final preparation for them to cook at home.
So you can come there, pick up your meal, bring it back home, and you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen. You just basically just pop it in the oven, warm up the sides, and your family's good to go.
And you're good to go. That is correct.
So tell us what you got. How big is that prime rib? It looks massive right there. Where do you get
This is a 7 pound prime rib. There should be about 7 pounds, which would be enough to feed 4 to 6 people.
Okay. And you give the instructions for it. Is it pretty basic? You just put it in the oven on a roasting pan? How does that work?
Yeah. So typically with the prime rib, what you want to do is you want to leave it sit out for about 30 minutes and get a little bit to room temperature so it's not as cold. Ideally, we'll have seasoning that we will include with it. This one right here, we have kosher salt, cracked black pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and some herbs like thyme. We're going to cover the prime rib pretty heavily, which I can show you guys if you want me to go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Sure.
And the point of, I guess, and I've done a few prime ribs myself in the oven, but I do it. I put the seasoning on it just to make it taste good, but it also draws out the moisture. Is that the whole point, I guess?
Yeah. So the key to a really great prime rib is after you season it, and you don't need to be, don't be shy with the seasoning. Usually really red meat can take a lot of salt and seasonings. What it will do is it'll draw out some of the moisture, pull it out from the inside. And if you leave it sit for about 2 to 4 hours prior to putting it into the oven, it won't be as bloody when you pull it out. You'll still get the medium rare and rare. It just won't have blood running all over the place right when you cut it. And so, go ahead.
Now, let me ask you this. If you're cooking it in the oven and you don't have a meat thermometer, is there a telltale way? Do you just pop it in for this amount of time, for these amount of pounds? Is it as easy as that?
Yeah. So typically what we do is you'll preheat the oven to 250 degrees, and you want to cook it for 25 minutes per pound.
Okay.
So for something like this, it's right underneath about 4 hours. So it gets you a really nice medium rare. We'll also have instructions with if you want to cook it to medium well, and where to go from there.
So after you season it, you let it sit in the refrigerator, or do you leave it sit at room temperature? And let me ask you this. Is it important to put it in the oven when it's at room temperature? How does that work?
I like to leave it sit out for a little bit, and then I get it closer to room temperature, and then I'll put it in the oven. You will always want to put it on fat side down. So that'll be the side that goes down. And then you would put it on a sheet pan somewhere that's just going to kind of collect some of the juices so it's not falling off into your oven.
And those juices themselves, you certainly want to make them part of the dish too, right?
That is correct. We are also serving this with some au jus on the side, as well as horseradish cream, because those are the fan favorites for prime rib.
Oh yeah, you got to go with that horseradish cream. So the prime rib special, it's going to be available for how? Do you order it ahead of time? Do you just call ahead, pick it up? How does that work?
So we are doing pre-orders for this. You have till Sunday, the Sunday before Thanksgiving to pre-order. We'll start collecting and get everything ready Monday, and you can pick up Tuesday and Wednesday prior to Thanksgiving.
And they can order through your website, or is it best to call?
Best to call the restaurant, depending which one you're closer to, either be the San Felipe location or the one in Memorial.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the restaurants themselves. You got a huge hunk of beef in front of you there. That looks incredible. But you also specialize in Gulf Coast seafood, gumbos, bisque, all types of things. Besides the deviled eggs, which are phenomenal. What other, last time I was there, I believe I had the poke bowl, which was incredible as well. Had the lobster there, and we've been there for brunch. So I've had some of the brunch items. What is your go-to most popular item on the menu that you literally can't keep around? You have to get there early to get?
I would say I would recommend coming for brunch and trying our lemon and poppy seed pancakes or our pancake soufflés. We did something a little bit different, with the Liberty Kitchen concept. We wanted to go with more of a Hampton style brunch. So you'll see a little bit more of a lighter fare on that menu. We have chicken sausage instead of like your pork sausage, and avocado toast and quinoa bowls and stuff like that. It's really enjoyable brunch.
And I don't know if people are familiar with the Treehouse location, but that's, I love River Oaks, been to the Treehouse many times as well. But the cool thing about the Treehouse location is it's such a unique building.
Yes, that is correct. It's actually the most eco-friendly building in the state of Texas. They have giant towers behind there where it collects rainwater, and when you flush the toilets, it uses the rainwater. And it actually has a garden rooftop to keep the temperatures down. We actually partnered with Metro National, and they are letting us use that rooftop to host Brewer Clifton, which is the 2020 Winemaker of the Year. We're going to be doing a 4-course meal on the rooftop coming up in a few weeks.
I imagine that would be very popular, and it's very limited seating, but these are rooftop wine dinners. When are they happening, and how do people sign up for that? Because I imagine they fill up pretty fast.
Yeah, we put tickets. They're available on Eventbrite. It's the 18th and 19th of November. We have 2 seatings each day, a 5:30 and an 8 o'clock seating.
So you got to check it out, folks. Even if you don't get to the rooftop wine dinner, make sure you check out one of the Liberty Kitchens. Definitely the place to go for seafood in Houston. And, you know, there are tons of seafood choices, but you guys really, I'm from New Orleans, okay? So I'm a real Cajun. I grew up with seafood, and, you know, I go to Liberty Kitchen, and to me, it has that home feel for me, you know, because the food is so phenomenal. All right, so we are going to move it on. Justin, we appreciate you being here. Once again, if folks want to order, it's best to call ahead. Where can they check out all of you guys on the web? What's the best website to check out your offerings?
You can follow us on both Instagram and Facebook, and you can visit our website. It's libertykitchenoysterette.com.
All right, Justin, we appreciate you being here. Justin Yoakum, he's the executive chef and culinary director of Culinary Concepts, which oversees Liberty Kitchen and also State Fair as well. Thanks for being here, Justin.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Right, take care. Okay, we are going to move on this morning. We've got Alberto Flores joining us. And Tony, you're going to take it away talking about everything that's offered in the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have Alberto Flores, Division Chair of HCC's Advanced Manufacturing COE. Welcome to the show, Alberto.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, we're always glad to have you because we love the achievements that your COE always has. It produces jobs for students, and you're even part of our Smart Manufacturing Center. Before we go a little further, tell me just a little bit about the Smart Manufacturing Center.
Well, it's a state-of-the-art facility over in Stafford, on Stafford Road. And we have CNCs, 3D printers, all for the students that are enrolled in HCC pretty much, but especially the students that are in the manufacturing classes or degree plans. So it's a great building. If they haven't been out there to see it, it's worth a trip. There's a lot of toys over there that we can use in the Fab Lab and machinery, brand new machinery that our students use to get the skills that they need to go out into the workforce.
Sounds wonderful. Now, you have a career fair coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we've been working with Vonda and the Career Hub, HCC Career Hub. And so it's on Thursday, November the 11th at the Stafford Workforce Building on 13622 Stafford Road in Stafford, Texas. And it's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we have our students that have registered. We have 10 employers coming out and they're ready to hire. So we told our students, register and bring your resumes and get ready to find work because they're ready to hire.
That is wonderful. I mean, you teach them and then you give them a job. That's a wonderful thing. So now you get lots of special credentials that you have available for the students. Tell us about some of these credentials.
On the machining side with the associate's degree plan, our students can get credentialed in for NIMS, which is National Institute for Metalworking Skills. And so this year we've credentialed 5 students in CNC operator of lathe and mills. So we've got 5 students already credentialed with NIMS credentials. So those credentials will be of great help to them when they go and apply for a job. One of the students is already working that got those credentials. He's got a job in Deer Park these credentials are nationally recognized. So they're not just in Texas. Like if you move somewhere else, these are national credentials. So we're all working hard to get our students credentialed on the machining side. On the manufacturing side, we have a new credential. It's a Manufacturing Skills Council. And what they do, it's based more on a machine mechanic or maintenance type credential. And so it's a big plus. On the engineering side, that credential is embedded in the associate's degree plan. So the student can actually come out with the associate's degree and his credentials. And so it's a fun time right now. Our students have a lot of opportunities that can help them in their job search and when they leave HCC. So it's great to have these things in place for them, and we're working hard.
So it's like not only knowing how to run the machine, but how to fix the machine, basically? That's
correct?
Layman's terms?
Yes, on the machining side, you learn how to program it and run the machines. On the manufacturing side, you do have some of those skills as well, but you also learn some of the processes or some of the things that make the machines run. So you also learn about the machine, how it works, the systems that are on the machine, electronics, PLCs, hydraulic systems. So the student gets a well-rounded education, not only on how to run the machine, but how the machine runs or how the machine functions. So it's
And before we go into other things, tell me, what about the job market out there? I mean, what does a student can expect? What can they expect when they go out for the job market, as far as salary, as far as the need for the jobs and that kind of thing?
Right now, all the 10 employers that are here, like I said, they're ready to hire. The need is there. It's been there since COVID. There weren't a lot of jobs because of COVID, but now that things are picking up, there's a big need. The need was, like I said, was there even before COVID, but now it's really there. They're really waiting on our students to graduate. They're just waiting. And so we got some good candidates. We're working with our students to get into apprenticeships. I mean, we have a lot of things going on, and we just need more students so that we can fill those positions. These people are waiting on us to get students to them.
They need those employees.
Right.
Well, I understand that you're developing a new training center in Stafford. Tell us a little bit about that. That's
tied into the MSSC CPT training, which is Certified Production Technician. And so in this, you get the MSSC certification that you get with a degree, but it takes it to another level. You get some hands-on how to adjust the machinery, how to work on the machinery, how to change the shaft, how to adjust the motor and stuff like that. So it goes to another level. And because our faculty did such a great job with getting certified, we get to be a train-the-trainer facility, which is a big plus for HCC.
Ooh, yeah, that is. That's a big plus. Now, I know that you're expanding with continuing education. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. Well, continuing education, we're offering about 4 or 5. Let me look at my list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4 new offerings in continuing education. One of them being manual machining certificate, CNC program certificate, CNC operator certificate. So we're putting together some packages where our students can come into continuing education, take the classes that they need, and this will prepare them for an opportunity in the workforce. So we're working hard. Masood and Dean Urbina, we're all working really hard to get that set up. And as of now, it's set up for spring. So we're ready to go in spring.
Now, there's a big thing coming up, the National Apprenticeship Week. And I know that you guys are heavily involved in that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, at this time, Dean Urbina is the one that's in charge of that. He's our apprenticeship guru. He's been doing it for a long time. I haven't really spoken to him about that event, but I'm sure he's got a lot of things prepared for that. And maybe next time he's on, he can elaborate on how that went, because I'm focused on these certifications that we're doing, and we're getting, like I said, we got a lot of things going on with these certifications, and we're getting students certified. And so
excellent. And you offer apprenticeships for students. It's it's very, very helpful for our students. Now, I know that you maintain some high standards. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, our students, like I said, they have to learn the principles of the subjects that they're learning. And so these credentials verify that they have learned the material. And so, like I said, we've got 5 students that were credentialed on the CNC side, and we're working on getting some. The MSSC is fairly new, so we're just implementing that into the curriculum this year. And it's been crazy because they changed some of the format. And so we've worked really hard to adjust what we're teaching in the classrooms to match the new certifications because it changed. In this industry has a big input on what's taught in these certifications. So whatever they included this semester was because industry wanted it added into that. So it kind of threw a monkey wrench in the things that we had, but we're working through it, and we're going to come out ahead, and we're going to get our students certified on the new content. And it's going to be a lot better for our students when they leave here, when they get these certifications. Who
are some of the companies that are going to be there offering jobs?
ATEC, I believe ATEC was one of them. Ms. Vonda put out a flyer, but she didn't put the companies on there. But I did ask her last night that she was, that we had 15 students registered and 10 companies out there. So that's lightest count. I know that number is greater it'll be greater by Thursday because we worked hard to get our students to register, and we put it all over the place so that we make it a success and have more fairs for our students.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we really appreciate you being on the show. Alberto Flores, Division Chair of HCC's Advanced Manufacturing COE. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to new things and new certificates and all kinds of new things that are going to happen there in Stafford.
For sure.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks, Tony and Alberto. Okay, we're going to move on to some HCC news and announcements. We've got a lot coming up to unpack for you this morning. There's a filmmaking lecture series about crowdfunding. Now, you've seen Jenny Waldo many times on this show. She's just released, I believe it's Acid Test. She works for HCC. She's one of our professors. And of course, she is hosting a filmmaking series. Now, if you're making a film, a popular way of funding your film is through crowdfunding. And this series will feature HCC filmmaking instructor Jenny Waldo with tips on to how to crowdfund your project. It's free. It's happening from noon to 2 p.m. Wednesday, November 10th. You can join them virtually. We'll have the information in our social media post after the show. And thank a Veterans Day. That is coming up as well because Veterans Day is just around the corner.
Absolutely. There are many ways that we can thank our veterans, but Student Life came up with a really neat way to do it. And it's going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday, at 3 different locations. And this is basically what you do. You go to the campus, you write a thank you message to a soldier, and then you get to receive a sweet treat so you have nothing to lose with this. So tomorrow, Wednesday, you can go to North Forest campus at 10 o'clock. You can go to, at 11 o'clock, you can go to Coleman Tower Atrium. And at noon, you can go to A-Leaf Hayes. And if you want to wait till actually Veterans Day, November 11th, at noon, you can go to Northline campus. So all you do is you just go to the campus, write a thank you message, and you get a treat. And you get to think of that, which is the greatest thing.
Yeah, and also keep in mind on Thursday, we have a special presentation for our veterans here at HCC. You'll be able to watch that live streamed on YouTube. I believe it's going to be on Facebook. And then we're also going to have it on Believe the Veterans page as well. So we'll have more information on that tomorrow, but make sure you join HCC's chancellor. I believe we've got trustees joining us for this and a number of special guests to salute our veterans. Okay, Drama Production Anonymous, that's coming up. Drama Department will present Anonymous, directed by HCC's Michael Flanagan. Modern day retelling of the Odyssey. That should be interesting, but it's set in America and it's about the refugee and immigrant experience. Should be great. 7:30 p.m. Monday, November the 15th. Broadway On Demand is what it's called, and it's the Virtual Arts Center YouTube channel, so you can watch it online. We'll have some information in our social media post for this. And stress management, we all need it. We've got something to talk about it for you to watch.
Yes, learn to define stress, define it, and how can you take care of this problem. We've got tips on staying mentally healthy with stress management techniques and self-care. It's going to be Monday, November 15th in the WebEx, the HCC WebEx. So register for that. So especially this time of year, sometimes we can get lots of stress, end of semester, holidays, all that kind of stuff.
All that's coming up. Okay, one thing we're sad to say, we've got to bid farewell to Dr. Monique Humphrey. We bid her farewell, but we congratulate her. HCC will miss Dr. Monique Humphrey. She's leaving us at HCC. She's currently the president of the Northeast College, and she's just been named provost and executive vice chancellor at Austin Community College. Her last day is December the 6th. We wish her the best of luck with her new position, and we appreciate all that she's done and her leadership here at the Northeast College and of course at HCC, and we wish her the best of luck in her new journey. Okay, calling for innovators. Nominations are now being accepted for the 2021-2022 League of Innovation Excellence Awards. All nominations need to be received by November the 15th. You can email Dr. Michael Edwards for your nomination. We'll have his email address and more information in our social media post. And Tony, most importantly, you can register right now, right this second, for spring 2022 semester.
Absolutely. Just go to hccs.edu/now. And remember, do it now because the classes are small. If you want to get a particular class, you got to register now. So register now, get it over with. Then you can have the holidays and not worry about it.
Yeah. And if you register, become an HCC student, you have to register for the spring. You can also ask for the Higher Education Emergency Relief Funding, which is known as HERF. They're handing out funds which could pay for all of your college and help with things like tuition, childcare, rent, food, transportation. You can use the money for that, but you have to ask for it. It's because of COVID relief, and it's provided by the government. It's a grant. It's not a loan, and it's available to all HCC students who register for the spring. Okay, tomorrow is Small Business Wednesday. We'll feature entrepreneur Lindsay Brantley on the show. She has a line of skincare products called Camellia Alice, and another guest,
Financial aid coordinator, Christina Brown. I love her. I work with her all the time. She worked with work study and all kinds of financial aid. She really helps us with the students to get what they need to get their education. It'll be all about HCC's Path to Profession program. So that'll be very beneficial for our students.
Yep, all that and more tomorrow and up to the minute. Tony will be here. I'll be here. We'll see you live at 10 a.m.